Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Daddy's Barbecue Pit. This week, we're making you a sausage vegetable soup. So for this sausage vegetable soup, we're gonna start by heating up just a little bit of olive oil here in our pot. Probably about a tablespoon or two. And we're gonna chop up some onion here. And this could be, you wanna try to keep these fairly small, but we're just gonna chop these guys up and dice them, just like that. Simple stuff. This is actually Michelle's recipe. We probably eat this at least once a month, especially in the winter. Very tasty. A little bit different than your traditional vegetable soup, where we have zucchini, spinach in this with some garbanzo beans and some crushed tomatoes. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to quarter up this zucchini, and you're just going to make just basically cubing it. Same with this guy. Get them all. We're using about 4, and these are fairly small zucchini. We're putting 4 in it today. You can use more, you can use less. Totally up to you. Make this recipe whatever to your tasting, to your liking. Today we're adding Italian sausage to it, and we're using the sausage that's in casing. We're going to make basically little meatballs out of it. You can use any type of sausage you want, any flavor. It'd probably be good with all of them. Make sure if you like our content, you hit that like and subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. Putting out new content every week. We're certain there's something that you'll enjoy. So we're just going to finish off this last one here. Then all this zucchini is going in the pot as well. To this, we're going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. If you want to use fresh, knock yourself out. So this guy's going in. We're just going to give it a quick stir. Give us a few minutes to start cooking a little bit, and we're going to add our seasoning. To these vegetables, we're going to add a little more. We got carrots here. We're going to add about 8 ounces. This is a 10-ounce bag. You know, you can do this, or you can just go like this and put the whole bag in there. Okay, we're going to mix this up a little bit. But really, if the recipe's 8 ounces, I'm not going to put that 2 ounces back in the refrigerator and nobody eat it. It'll sit there. You know the drill. Probably happens at your house too. So to this, we're going to start adding our seasonings. We got 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of your favorite Italian seasoning. Today we're using Malcolm's Italian Stallion. Sprinkle that over top. And we're going to add about a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of salt. Remember, we're putting tomatoes in this. They're canned. Usually have quite a bit of salt in them, so you want to take it easy. You can always add salt later. And we're just going to go over the top with a little bit of Cajun seasoning. You can use, this is Riley's Firefly Dust, but any Cajun seasoning you have at home will work fine. Just going to sprinkle some of this over top. Probably a teaspoon at most. Going to give it a stir again. And we're going to let this simmer a little while longer until the vegetables start to become tender, and we'll add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, so to this pot, it's been simmering about 10 minutes. We're going to add a 15-ounce, 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes. And to that, I'm going to add 1 can of water. Just rinse out that can with it. Then we're adding a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Use your favorite brand. It really doesn't matter. We're gonna put that in the pot. And then 1 can of strained garbanzo beans. We're gonna mix this up well. Looking good. We're gonna let this come up to temp, and we'll add the rest of our ingredients in about 10 minutes. Okay, so we got this up to a simmer. We're gonna go ahead and add 8 cups of chicken stock to our pot. We're gonna let this simmer a while, cover it up, cook those vegetables a little bit, and then we're gonna add our remaining 3 ingredients, which are the sausage balls, spinach, and the brown rice. So we got our soup coming up. It's nice simmer. We're gonna start dropping some of these sausage balls in. Now, if you wanted to pre-cook this and slice it, or however you want, you can. We're just gonna squeeze it right out of the casing, like that. Kind of roll it in your hand a little, and drop it in. Pretty simple. Drop it in. So this is a pound of mild Italian. If you wanted to use kielbasa, fresh kielbasa, you could use that. If you want to use hot Italian, you want to use Cajun sausage, make it your own. That one's a little bigger than my wife likes, but she'll have to get over it. You want them about bite size, so a little bit smaller than a golf ball. We're just gonna finish these up. We're gonna let this simmer for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna add the spinach and the brown rice. Okay, we have all of our sausage balls added to the pot. We're gonna let this simmer for about 10 minutes covered. We'll come back, put in our brown rice, give it another 10 minutes, and then we'll add the spinach, finish it off. Okay, so to our soup, we're gonna add 1 cup of brown instant rice. We're just gonna pour it in. Give it a stir. We're gonna give this 10 minutes to simmer. Make sure it simmers for at least 10 minutes. Come back, we're gonna taste it, see if we need to add any seasoning. We're gonna add our spinach, let it sit for about 5-10 minutes, and we'll be ready to eat it. Okay, we've let this simmer for about another 10 minutes. You can see, man, it's looking good. We're gonna taste it to see if we need any more seasoning, and I suspect we probably do. This is smoking hot, so. Pretty close, but we're gonna add probably another teaspoon of the Italian seasoning. Probably just another pinch or 2 of salt. You can always add that to your bowl if you want more salt. It's always great too to put a couple dashes of hot sauce on it once you plate it up. Probably another teaspoon of pepper. We'll stir this up, and then we're gonna add a 9-ounce bag of fresh spinach right to the pot. So, already pre-washed, cooked. Put it right in. This cooks right down, by the way. Pick up what you threw on the counter, get it all in there, give it a good stir, put the lid on it. Probably about 10 minutes, she'll be ready to eat. Good hearty soup on a cold winter day. Okay, everybody, our soup is done, but it is, as you can see, smoking hot. It looks delicious. And we're just gonna let this sit for a little bit. We're gonna bowl up some of it and give it a try. I can tell you it's going to be great. And again, it's winter. It's a good hot soup, but it's also good in the summer. Eat it a little cold, a little chilled. It's good stuff. We're going to let this sit, and we'll be back to give it a taste. So our soup has cooled down, and I'm going to show you how I like to eat this. You can see how hearty that is. This soup is so good. We usually don't have too many leftovers of this, but I'm just going to spoon in some of that. Make sure you get yourself some of those sausage balls. And we're just going to add a little more broth in there. It's a real hearty soup. And how I like to eat it is I take some grated Parmesan, sprinkle that over top. And then I got some Louisiana hot sauce. We're just going to give it a couple shakes of it, a couple drops in there to give it a little pop. And there you have it. It's going to be some good eating right there. Okay, so we're going to give this a try. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to try this. I'm going to mix it up just a little bit, get that hot sauce and that cheese in there. We're going to go in, give a little bite of that meatball. Man, that just hits different on a nice cold day like today. Warms you right to your soul. It's good stuff. Thanks for following us along. You got to give this soup a try. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Get you some. Man, that's good. I think it's better than yours.
You had a good amount of hot sauce in that one. Makes a difference.
Damn, that's good. That's what I'm talking about.